Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about what it means to be a Capricorn Ascendant. And if you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel or get a personal reading, the links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. Alright, Capricorn. So, this is looking at your chart as if there are no planets. Just the energy of the signs through the houses. So Capricorn's now sitting in your ascendant. Capricorn's the original sign of the 10th house. So this tells me, right off the bat, there's some karmic action you're here in this life to perform. That your life will be all about your career. Could be strongly tied to the government. Could be strongly tied to obtaining status. Your career could be tied to healthcare. Could be tied to the physical body. You could work in sports or, as a doctor. You can see that with this as well. So pretty simple for your first house. Now your second house becomes Aquarius. So this tells me you can make a lot of money as a Capricorn Ascendant, because the sign of gain is now in the second house of earnings and savings. Also, your family can help you fulfill your hopes, wishes, and desires. Your speech can help you fulfill your hopes, wishes, and desires. But family could be very eccentric. Family could be very conservative one minute, very liberal the next. Family could have very futuristic thinking. But family could deal with health issues. You can see that with this as well. There could be some disconnect with your family members. So, elder sibling could be the core of your family. Could be kind of the patriarch. Maybe your father's not around or something like that. Or, matriarch if it's your elder sister. And that's because Aquarius is the original sign of the 11th house of elder sibling. So elder sibling could be like the core of the family. But you could also earn money through like scientific pursuits, through large organizations. Aquarius is tied to all that. Now your third house. Third house becomes Pisces. So your younger sibling could live in a foreign country, could live far away from you. Younger sibling could, on their account, you could have financial losses. Same with your cousins on their account too. Because third house represents younger sibling and cousins. And even neighbors. You could also have foreign neighbors with this as a Capricorn Ascendant. Or very spiritual neighbors. Your younger sibling, your cousins could be very spiritual as well. You'll notice as a Capricorn Ascendant, your communication can often get lost. So like you send a text on your phone, it might not go through. Your call might drop regularly when you're calling someone, not just during a Mercury retrograde, but in your everyday life. Those kinds of things would be common for you. But you could communicate a lot about spirituality as a Capricorn Ascendant person. But a lot of people would have trouble understanding you when you communicate. They would be in oblivion. They just wouldn't be able to understand you. Also, younger sibling and cousins could deal with addiction issues. You could see that as well. Now, your fourth house becomes Aries. Okay. So, lots of physical activity at home. Like your family could have been really into sports. Especially your mother. Mother would be very physically active or, fairly fit. In good shape. But mother would be, very gung-ho, very like almost masculine, like kind of a tomboy. You could see that. Mother would always, want you to do something active. Like that's probably how you would spend time with your mother. Your sense of self comes from your dealings with your mother and in your home. Also, with this, you would really want a car that could go fast. Like Capricorn Ascendant can really like sports cars. Does you want to go fast when you have a car? Also, if you get a home, it could be in like you might want a home in like a mountainous region or like somewhere with a lot of hills because Aries is tied to that. Now, your fifth house becomes Taurus. Yeah. All right. So, what this shows is children are kind of the core of the family. You value children a lot. You value your education, romance, fun and games. Children could help you earn money. Like you could work with children, or just birth of children brings in more money. Children would be very creative. You would be as well with this placement. Specifically the first child, by the way. You could earn a lot of money through students, through your subordinates at work. Just anyone who's in a position under you could help you earn money. Now, Also, you could earn a lot of money through speculative gains. So through gambling, through stock market, through business, because 11th house from the 7th house of business. Now, don't overdo it. But you can see that for a Capricorn Ascendant too. Now, your 6th house becomes Gemini. So one thing you'll see with a Gemini person is they will have an enemy who is a lot younger than them. Enemy and coworkers, your maternal aunts and uncles, could have very significant mood swings, anger issues. Maternal aunts and uncles might not get along with your grandfather, especially the ones that are biologically related to you. Now, you would have obstacles when it comes to your communication. Your communication would create enemies as a Capricorn Ascendant. Because Gemini, sign of the 3rd house of communications, down in the 6th house of enemies. Younger sibling could become an enemy. Younger sibling could deal with health issues. You could take on debt on behalf of your younger sibling. Also, your communication, your writing could be about people's health. It could be, communication about wanting to serve society, wanting to help society, help people. Now, your 7th house is Cancer. So it shows your emotional connection is to your spouse, is in relationships, to your business partner even. That's where you find your emotional connection. Your spouse would be very motherly, very caring. This could show getting a foreign home because now Cancer, the original sign of the 4th house, is in the 4th house from the 4th house. So this could show a home far away from your birthplace. Mother could help you meet your spouse. When you get married, you get property, land, real estate, vehicles. When you get married with this. But yeah, there's a strong emotional connection with your spouse, though. If you go into business, it could be tied to land, real estate, vehicles. It could be a home-based business as well. Now, your 8th house becomes Leo. So your in-laws would be very regal. They would have high status. They could be involved in politics. If you're involved in politics, there could be a lot of secrets there. A lot of secret dealings in politics for you. There would be a lot of secrets with your children. Children would bring a major transformation in your life when they're born. Children could need a surgery. Your education could be tied to the occult, tied to research. That's another thing you could see here. Also, when you have children, it could happen very suddenly. If I didn't already say that. Now, your 9th house becomes Virgo. So, father could be like an enemy. Or your father figures. Your mentors, your teachers, your gurus. They could be like an enemy to you at some point. There would be like a karmic debt with them. They, could deal with significant health issues. You could take on debt on behalf of them to help them. There would constantly be this love-hate relationship. Like, I feel like I have to serve you, but at the same time, you're like an enemy to me half the time. You would notice that. Your father figures, your teachers, mentors, gurus, they would be very analytical, very intelligent. There could be obstacles when you try to travel to far off places. Your philosophical, religious, legal views could create enemies. Your work could be tied to travel, could be tied to education, could be tied to religion, philosophy, the law. You could work with your father even with this. Now your 10th house. 10th house becomes Libra. So your spouse could have a lot of status in life. Marriage could increase your status in life. You could meet your spouse through your career. Because this is the original sign of the 7th house. Marriage, relationships. Also, once again, career could be tied to business. Because Libra is tied to business. 7th house. Now, 10th house being Libra also shows you are always struggling to balance your relationship, with people in your workplace, in your career. Your career, your status always requires constant balance. You're always struggling to balance things with your government even. Maybe you have issues with them because of taxes or something, and it's just this constant issue. But yeah. So, those are definitely things that you'll see with this. Now, there would be an unbalanced relationship with your managers at work as well. Definitely that would be an area where you'd struggle. Now, your 11th house becomes Scorpio. So, it could be sudden ups and downs with your elder sibling, with your friends, with large organizations. There could be a lot of secret dealings with your friends and with your elder sibling. Elder sibling could need a surgery. You could have sudden financial gains. or losses because of sudden ups and downs. Your hopes, wishes, and desires could suddenly be fulfilled, but they'll also transform at some point. So what you wished for at one point in life would change. When your elder sibling dies, there would be a major transformation in your life. Now, elder sibling could also be tied to the occult, could be involved in research. Same thing with your friends. Now, your 12th house becomes Sagittarius. So this shows kind of a travel bug. You have Pisces, a sign of foreign travel, in your 3rd house. And now you have Sagittarius, sign of long distance travel, in your 12th house of foreign lands. So definitely there can be a travel bug. You can feel a loss of your relationship with your father with this. Or maybe father wasn't even around for you growing up. You would find your luck when you travel to foreign lands. You would have luck with foreign people. Definitely travel would bring in a lot of spiritual experiences. Possibly even religious experiences. But yeah, that's what I have for you though, Capricorn. And if you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel or get a personal reading, the links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.